Hi, today I'll be making soya milk. This recipe will show you how to make soya milk that won't go sour and soya milk that will last you for days. So for this recipe, I'll be using 1.5 cups of soya beans. I'll make sure to pick out any stones or dirt found in the soya beans. After picking out the dirt from the soya beans, I'll pour in enough water into the beans to soak it for 24 hours. I'll be soaking the beans in the fridge so as to keep the water cool while the soya beans is soaking. This will prevent it from fermenting because fermentation makes your soya milk go sour and it doesn't make it last. So this is after 24 hours of soaking my soya beans in the fridge. By this time, the beans is doubled in size and it is very easy to peel. Please, like I said earlier, try to soak your beans in the fridge. The coolness in the fridge will not allow it ferment, which will make your soya milk last longer and makes your soya milk taste fresh and tasty. At this point, the soya beans is easy to peel, so I'll go ahead to peel these. That's the next thing to do. You peel your beans. So I have a sieve here that will make me separate the shaft from the beans. So right now I'm sieving the water and I'll be peeling the beans by rubbing the beans between my palm like I'm doing in this video. Just watch and see how I peel the beans. It is normal if you can't get rid of all the shafts, but make sure you get rid of most of the shaft. If you have too much shaft in your soya milk, it might give people constipation when they drink it. So try as much as possible to get rid of enough shaft. So this is it. I've gotten rid of most of the shafts. My beans is well peeled. Let me show you. See, it is well peeled. You can barely see any shaft in my beans. So now the next thing to do now is to blend the beans smoothly. If you have a good blender, this is very soft, it won't spoil your blender. So you can put in enough quantity of the soya beans in your blender, add in enough water, then go ahead to blend till it is very smooth. After blending, the next thing to do is to sieve out the milk from the pureed beans. So I'll be using this chiffon cloth. You can use a cheesecloth, you can use a tiny sieve. So I'm using this chiffon cloth to sieve out the milk from the pureed beans. So I'm going to pour in my pureed beans into the cloth. I'll also rinse out the blender into the cloth. So now it's time to sieve out the milk. So all I'll just be doing is squeezing out the milk from the cloth. Make sure your hands are clean while doing this. Make sure your hands are washed. So you're going to make use of your hands a lot when making this recipe. So I'm going to be squeezing out the milk from the cloth. Can you see how creamy the milk is? So make sure you squeeze it out to get enough milk. So after squeezing out for some minutes, I realized I've not gotten enough milk out of the clothes. So I added water in a bowl. Sorry, I couldn't show this process. I was already half gone before I remembered I need to show this. So I added water in a bowl and placed the chiffon cloth into it. Then I used my hand to press out the milk. See how I'm doing it here. I added water, a clean water in a bowl. Then I placed the cloth into the water and squeeze out the milk. This will help you get enough milk out of your pureed beans. You can do this as many times as possible till you get enough milk out of your pureed beans. You see the amount of milk I still got after doing this process. So I did it once again, but I won't be showing that part since I've explained what I did already. So make sure to do this so you can get enough milk out of your soya beans. So this is what the remnants look like. It's not milky anymore, like you can see. So I'm just going to discard this. So now the next thing we are going to do is to cook our milk. I'll be using this wooden spoon to stir the milk while it's on fire. For soya milk, while cooking, you have to stir and stir and stir and stir, because you don't want your soya milk to get burnt, or you don't want your soya milk to have lumps. So it's better to stir it while it's cooking. I cook this milk a lot so I can get a good flavor out of it. Don't just cook your soya milk for 10 minutes and think it is done. You have to cook it till the aroma changes from the beans aroma to the real Vitamilk aroma, like the real soya milk aroma. So for this recipe, you have to keep stirring and stirring. Also, while soya milk is boiling, there's a tendency for it to spill over. So when you stir, it reduces the tendency of it spilling over. So I kept on stirring and stirring and stirring. Also, while you're cooking, you realize that the milk reduces from the quantity level you placed in the pot earlier to a lower level. So that means your soya milk is getting cooked. That means it's going to reduce in quantity. That's what I'm trying to say. And see, the color is changing from very white to a creamish color, and the quantity level is also reducing. So I cooked this for like 40 minutes. Yes, I cooked it for 40 minutes, because the longer you cook your soya milk, the better it tastes, the better the flavor, and the longer it will last. Yes, so that's just it. Size you need to note for you to know your soya milk is getting done. It starts clotting on the surface. Yes, it starts clotting on the surface. See the clots? It starts clotting like milk on the surface. You get all these clots. Yes, that's when you know that your soya milk is almost ready. So and you start perceiving your Vitamilk flavor. If you know Vitamilk very well, you start perceiving that sweet flavor. So after cooking for 40 minutes, I left it down to cool for like 5 to 10 minutes. Then while it has cooled, you see this cloth on the surface, and I'm going to get rid of this. I don't know what to use this for. If there's anything I can use this for, please let me know in the comment section. So now it's time to add sugar and any flavor of your choice. But personally, I'm making plain soya milk. I'm not adding any flavor, so I'm just going to add in enough sugar to taste, not too sweet. But if you like sweet stuff, you can add more sugar. So I added 1/8 cup of sugar. So I added this, and I felt my soya milk was too creamy. That means it's too thick, so I'm going to add in enough water. You can add in enough water as you want. Depends on how creamy and how light you want your soya milk to be. So now I'm going to allow it to get cold before I package it. So after it has gotten cold, I'm still going to sieve it because it's still going to have some little lumps in it. So I'm going to sieve this in a clean bowl. After sieving it out, then I'm going to package it in a bottle. Here is the bottle I'll be using for my soya milk packaging. And package your soya milk as beautiful as you want. And soya milk is a very lucrative business in Nigeria. You can reach out to your friends, you can reach out to your colleagues, you can reach out to your neighbors. You can supply soya milk for parties. You can supply soya milk for meetings. You can supply soya milk for seminars. You just have to know how to market it to the people you want to market it to. So you can give your soya milk a beautiful branding. And soya milk is very lucrative because with 1.5 cups, when I soaked it and it doubled in size, it became like 3 cups. So just look at that, a very lucrative and profitable business. This can be done as side business, as somebody that has a 9 to 5, and if you're a stay-at-home mom, you can take this as a business to do. Just reach out to people you want to supply to, market it, tell them the benefits, and you are good to go. I hope you've been able to learn how to make your soya milk from scratch. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a big like and subscribe to my channel for more recipes.